I was having trouble coincidentally finding villages, so I downloaded a mod to add 100 structures. Let's see how it goes. Alright, oh, that worked. Well, I guess I'll get a tree and go to the giant floating castle in the sky. What is that? I'll go there first, because I need some way to get up there. Okay, what is this place? Okay, meat. Ooh, chain armor. Alright, chest. I can get this
School sucks, and if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you because I'm almost done with
I was having trouble.
School sucks, and if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you because I'm almost done with college and I've realized how useless school really is. First off, 95% of the things you learn in school will never be used again, so when your math teacher says you'll use an equation in the future, you won't. Now, this isn't even the worst of it, because when you eventually go to college, 90% of the time you need to take a loan, which means you're gonna be broke when you're done those 4 years. I've also realized school loves to waste time, and unless you're trying to be an engineer, doctor, or lawyer, you can YouTube anything you want to learn, and on top of that, your degree is useless. Now you may be thinking, well, my parents told me I need a degree. Well, you're wrong, because even with a degree, so does 99% of the other people applying to the same job. And unless you have 5 years of work experience coming out of school, you ain't getting a job. Now, some of you will disagree, but that's why school is stupid and useless. School sucks, and if you don't believe
Genius people who beat
This is a ball that makes ice cream. Delicious ice cream. And when I was a kid, all I would eat was ice cream. But then my parents stopped buying me ice cream. Well, now as an adult, I can have ice cream whenever I want. But this ice cream I'm making needs to be
This is the dumbest move Samsung did to make fun of Apple. In October 2020, Apple decided to stop including a charger with their new iPhone, saying that it's better for the environment because it reduces packaging, which isn't actually true because now you get double the packaging when you buy the charger separately. Samsung jumped at this and thought it's the perfect chance to make fun of Apple and tell everyone that they still included a charger with their phone. But a few months later, Samsung releases their new phone, deletes the post making fun of Apple, and gets rid of the charger, all while making it seem like they're doing you a favor. But the most ridiculous thing was that they also said that the charger is now available at a lower price, which is funny because it was free before. This is the dumb.
In Washington, USA, I found a guy who does not feel pain.
Hi Naz Daily, I'm Stephen Pete.
Steven was born with a rare condition.
Mojang released an item that everybody is confused about. Over 1 year ago, a mysterious item called the Goat Horn was added to the Bedrock Beta Edition, being fully released to the game in the Caves and Cliffs update. They're dropped when a goat rams into a solid block, and their only use is creating a horn noise, similar to the one played during a villager raid. Now, most players might just say, yeah, goat horns are just goat horns. They make a noise and that's it. But Mojang isn't known to release items or mobs without a functional reason. Almost everything added to Minecraft has a reason to exist. I think it might be a way to stun the warden in the future through its loud horn noise. But until Mojang updates it with more functionality, we'll just have to wait and see why. Mojang released
What? Oh, no! Oh! Look at my screen! Look at my screen! What?
If I told you to make a cheeseburger, what would you do first? Before you grab the cheese, tomatoes, or lettuce, you're probably gonna grab the buns first. But before that, you're gonna buy the buns, and before that, you're gonna get in your car, and before that, you're gonna get off your bed. To find the motivation to do anything, including my homework, I would always find the minimum viable step. In other words, the smallest possible thing I could do to get started. I have 2 more tips, follow along. If I told you to make a cheese
Secrets police don't want you to know. Police always touch the back of your
This is one of the worst marketing mistakes ever. In 2020, Burger King ran an ad showing a Whopper slowly developing mold over several weeks. The intention of the ad was to show that they do not use any artificial ingredients to prolong shelf life. There have been other videos depicting McDonald's burgers barely developing any mold, so this was a direct blow at their competition. However, it didn't go over as well as they would have liked. While many people understood what they were trying to do with the ad, it still left them disgusted and uninterested in purchasing any Burger King food. While the idea was great, the imagery was tough for consumers to swallow. This is one of the worst marketing mistakes ever. In 2020, Burger King ran an ad showing a Whopper slowly developing mold over several weeks. The intention of the ad was to show that they do not use any artificial ingredients to prolong shelf life. There have been other videos depicting McDonald's burgers barely developing any mold.
Look up. The world map is a lie. It's saying that Greenland is as big as Africa. But in reality, Africa is 14 times bigger than Greenland. So why is the world map lying? Well, the map you know is called the Mercator. It was invented 500 years ago for sailors. It stretches some countries and makes others smaller to make sure you can see it all in just one glance. But in our office, we're not trying to sail. We just want the truth. So we drew a different map, the Gall-Peters map, that tells you the truth about the size of every country in the world. It's a little bit stretched, as you can see, but at least now the sizes of each country are accurate. The time is now to look at the world map correctly and paint every country with its true size. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow. Look up. The world map is a lie. It's saying that Greenland is as big.
You've been lied to at every. You've been lied to at every sushi restaurant you've been to. You know that little green paste you get in the corner? What do you think it is? You're probably thinking, Roy, that's wasabi. Duh. Most people expect their sushi to be served with wasabi and a little bit of ginger. The problem is that this wasabi has zero real wasabi in it. It's spicy, like wasabi's supposed to be. So what's in it? It's usually a combination of mustard seed flour, horseradish, and food coloring. You probably won't find real wasabi in most sushi restaurants because this root is expensive and hard to find. In fact, real wasabi is actually made by grinding down the root. You may be surprised to find out that wasabi isn't actually as spicy as the wasabi that we're used to. It has a more earthy and fresh flavor to it. As a sushi lover, my mind was blown.
Apple's iPhone ads are hiding a secret no one knows about. See, on every ad ever made for the iPhone, the time has always been set to 9:41 a.m. And why this is the case is actually pretty nostalgic. See, over the last 15 years of iPhones being around, it's grown and matured a lot and now looks completely different from its predecessors. But why the time 9:41 a.m. is on all of the advertisements is rooted down to the first official iPhone. See, over 1.5 decades ago, Steve Jobs stood on a stage, announcing the first ever iPhone, and when the curtains split and the iPhone was revealed, the time was exactly 9:41. But if you never noticed this Apple Easter egg, subscribe.
I made Logan Paul and KSI a commercial for their new drink Prime in my living room. I started by using a fish tank to get some epic splashing and underwater shots, then I tossed fruits for each flavor into the air using a plastic bag. The biggest challenge for this commercial was fitting all 5 flavors into a 15-second video, but I think we were able to make it work. Here are the final results. I made Logan Paul and KSI a commercial for their new drink Prime in my living room.
Choose your house carefully. You will get this one for a subscription, and this one for a like and a subscription. Choose your house carefully. You will get this one for a subscription, and this one for a like and a subscription. Choose your house carefully.